Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. I know it's been a minute, but content has been slim. And the live stream has just finished, so there are now things for me to report back to you. I just spoke to Gil Riot. He gave me the thumbs up to say that he had just finished translating all of the things that he needed to. So big shout out to Gil Riot and everyone over on the Tech Fam Discord, as well as Tech himself. Hopefully Tech covers this news too. That is something that I'd still like to watch, even though he's moving on from Danmachi at some point. Again, before I move on again, guys, if at any point you feel like you have appreciated this video, or I've done a good job, or you just like the video for whatever reason, make sure to remember to drop a like down there. It does let me know that I'm doing a good job, and it helps with the motivation, and it makes sure that I know I'm putting out the right content with the right attitude and right, positive energy. If you've got any questions or comments, drop them below, and I always do my best to try and get back to everyone. Anyway, I don't think there's very many comments that I haven't replied to. And anyway, so let's get into it now. Some people are pretty disappointed because we've only got 3 new units and 1 banner. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's 3 units on 1 banner, but at the same time I only have 4k iris, so I can go 10 steps on just 1 banner, not including whatever iris we get from the upcoming things. But yeah, let's have a look at the units now. I'm not going to do a full review on them. I'm going to wait for them to actually come out in game, and then we're going to have a proper look at them. So Amid, special attack super heal, special attack charge 100% for self, special attack charge 33% for allies for 3 turns. Cool. It's another healing support type. Skill 1, fast 20% heal with allies, 20% regen, strength, magic, and dark damage plus 25% for 3 turns. I am assuming that that is a 20% heal for everybody, as well as regen, as well as the damage buffs, which is great. Looking like a clean support so far. Skill 2, AoE slow, high dark with uncounter and high penetration, removes magic and strength debuffs from allies. That is great. She's looking like a solid support for Record Buster and War Games. So far. Skill 3, single target mid unguard dark magic attack with temporary strength boost and removes curse from allies. Definitely going to be a good support for certain Record Busters. Passive on counter removes foes strength buff excluding assist skills. Yeah, that's definitely going to help out in War Games. But the artwork for all 3 of these, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know that I appreciate all of the artwork that's come out for these 3 units. I cannot praise it enough. It looks amazing. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that she's showing fires. No, it does. They do look amazing. But moving on straight away to the Ryu, I don't want to spend too long looking at them. I'm going to do a more in-depth look when they actually release in game. Again, the artwork looks amazing. I think she's wearing the exact same outfit that the elf archer is wearing, if I'm correct. Magic attack go. Okay, so skills. Special attack, AoE super dark magic with unguard, 50% skill damage for each agility on self. Okay, so sticking to the same sort of pattern that we've been seeing from these units lately, where you get a damage buff for however many of a specific buff. It's only a super damage modifier though. I think they could have maybe upped that a bit. Skill 1, fast for 4 turns, minus 25% magic, agility, and magic resist, with a self magic, agility, and magic resist buff for 50% for 4 turns. I'm assuming that's just a debuff buff for herself. Skill 2, super dark magic with high penetration and temporary magic boost for 3 turns, dark attack plus 50%. Is that for just self or allies as well? Well, I guess we'll have to see. Like I said, I don't want to spend too long on it. Skill 3, single target high dark magic with high crit for every agility buff on self. Skill damage plus 40%. Passive on counter removes foes magic buffs. Odd, because she seems like she will pair really well with Amid, but then when are you gonna come against an enemy in like Record Buster that buffs their magic and their strength? So a little bit off there. And hybrid teams, I suppose, are a little bit more common than pure magic teams in War Games, but that's a bit of a hit and miss with those counters, I think, unless you're supposed to separate them. I don't know. And then down here, I'm sorry, I wanted her to be an adventurer. I was hoping that they would do everyone a solid and we would get her as an adventurer, but sadly, no, she is an assist. Again, the artwork looks amazing. Assist skill, minus 15% magic, strength, and dark resist, and buffs 15% thunder, which I love. That means I can run Elf Archer on a team with her, and I can experiment and put some stuff together. My Elmina is definitely looking like she's going to be hitting super hard based on all of the units that are coming out, though. True Familiar Royale. Now, I have never played the Familiar Royale because I wasn't around when it first came out or anything, but they have made some changes. Apparently, high score is based on how much damage you can get from one hit, total damage you do, which is basically the total HP of the bosses, and how fast you can defeat the enemy. I'll look more into this when it comes into game. I don't really, like I said, I haven't done Familiar Royale before, so I'm not too sure on this one, but obviously there are changes. It would be great if they had the English translations. No offense to Gale, his translations are always on point. It gets them out super quick, but understanding what all of this means as a chart itself would be so much more helpful. So from the 20th to the 26th, the first stage opens for normal, hard, and very hard. Following, the second stage opens on the 22nd for all 3 difficulties, and finally the last stage opens on the 24th. Each stage costs stamina, and you can do it however many times in a day as you wish. Okay, so I assume it's like similar to a Record Buster, but like I said, we'll look at that when we get into game. I don't want to make this video too long, and I'm on 7 minutes coming up to, which is pretty impressive on itself. Okay, so they've not really given away the details for the rewards or anything like that. More changes and additions will be shown next week. I'm hoping that's not a stream and it's just a Twitter announcement or something. And then we have the campaign. Look, if you're in this game, you should already know to be in a familiar. But if you're not in a familiar and you join one, I'm not sure what's the date, the cutoff date. I don't know. I don't know, but join a familiar with at least 4 members and you get an 11 draw ticket. I assume that's basically everyone getting a free 11 draw. Cannot complain about that. And here we have the banner art. Yes, it's going to be really difficult to MLB any of these unless you go in 10 steps here and then go to the paid banners as well. Ugh, tough day for free-to-play players. Oh, we have a heroic trial. And I'm a little bit annoyed that they kept Sword Maiden off of here. That's so, and they always do it, man. It's always the one that I want. Riveria is back for Record Buster. As you can see, it's the Water Riveria. So I probably will, if I can, get a video out for people that haven't gone up against her before. And then we have the Valentine's Chocolate event. Basically, these are stamina items. It says right here, yeah, Gale got it on point. It gives you chocolate. It's basically like the CP item event. You go in, you do it once a day. Each chocolate gives 120 stamina. You can choose to use it or keep it as a collectible. You get 3 chocolates per day. That's 37 unique chocolate and 37 unique chocolates with the story. When is the cutoff? Doesn't say. I assume it's probably just going to be a 7-day thing. Maybe, I mean, or if it's just here for Valentine's Day, that would be really awkward. And then Gale has made no effort to hide the fact that seeing this has annoyed them. But it's a free ticket, so we'll wait for the actual translations for that, as it's not really a big deal. It's been back many times. It's probably a big deal for us on the EU server because we didn't get it, but and then we got the English posts down here. Like I said, guys, the artwork for these are amazing. And no, again, it's not just because they're showing fire. It totally is. I'm not even gonna lie. Obviously, we have the part 2 for Noble Fencer. As some of you probably have noticed, if you already finished the story, that you couldn't fully MLB her in the first part. What else do we have? We got the banner in English, Heroic Trials. What is this? The Dungeons and Goblins Part 2 bundle. Well, there you go, Wales. You know, English Valentine's event, and that seems to be everything, and just in time because my mouth is so dry. Yeah, guys. So not super amounts, but it's still enough to get me hyped. But like I said, I'm probably biased because I do love Danmachi and I do really love this game. I think it was a little bit of a miss with this. I think they missed out on potentially a lot of money if they made Sword Maiden an adventurer, because I can see even I would probably drop some money in the game to MLB her if she was an adventurer. But I will be trying to get all three of these. I probably will do a summoning video as well, so keep a lookout for that. I actually have videos I can make now that don't require me to have max limit broken assists and adventurers of all different elements and stuff. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this news drop and whether you're excited or not. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't, make sure to follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description. If you want to join my community or my familia, the link to my Discord will be in the description. And as always, guys, I'll catch you later.